Right, to talk more on the three suspected extortionists which have been killed and shot and killed in Cape Town, Western Cape Police spokesperson Traut joins us now to expand on this. A very good evening to you. Thank you so much for your time. We understand that the three suspected extortionists were gunned down during a shootout with your team in Boertesig. What prompted your reaction?
Good evening. Thank you for the opportunity. Our members reacted on intelligence that 7 occupants of a minibus taxi were extorting money from shop owners in Dunoon. They reacted. As General Makashalala said, extortion is a priority crime in the Western Cape, and every endeavour is made to root this out. Our members responded. They spotted the taxi and in a high-speed pursuit tried to pull over the taxi. Then they opened fire at police with an assault rifle. Our members were forced to retaliate, and in the process, 3 of these 7 suspects were fatally wounded. 4 others were wounded and taken to hospital. Their identities are yet to be determined. We discovered an assault rifle AK-47 on the scene, a 9mm pistol. We have reason to believe that more firearms will be discovered in the minibus taxi. Our forensic experts are still on the scene, and also an undisclosed amount of cash was also found inside the vehicle.
You talk about how the suspects' identities are yet to be determined, but what do we know about the suspects' age profile? What information have you established at this point?
Our detectives are currently busy following up leads, trying to identify these suspects. The local detectives have already indicated that specific vehicle is linked to extortion cases in the Milnerton area. We're building up a strong case against the 4 surviving suspects. While they're being treated in hospital, we are building our case docket to present before court. And in the meantime, IPID was summoned to the scene. They will investigate the shooting incident where police officers used force, and obviously the 3 fatalities will now be subjected to an independent police investigation by IPID. While IPID is busy with that investigation, we will pursue the extortion and the attempted murder on our members.
As you speak about trying to establish a link between the suspects and what may perhaps be a bigger extortion ring, is that where you're leaning towards? Do you believe that this may be much bigger than what you currently witnessed?
It's a little bit soon to speculate on how big ring this we have uncovered today, but obviously we will look at possible links with other cases in the area. As I said, local detectives from the Milnerton already visited the scene and they identified that specific taxi as being involved in other cases. But yes, our detectives are hard at work to establish where and which shops have been the victim of these extortionists.
As communities question whether the extortion rackets that now dominate South Africa can be stopped, you've sent out a toll-free line for those who want to report extortion. Is this a number specifically allocated for extortion, or what is the approach that is being taken in dealing with extortion in the Western Cape?
The Western Cape toll-free extortion hotline 0800 31 4444 is unique to the Western Cape, although other provinces can use this number as well if they have to, if they don't know their local numbers. But this is a hotline established in the Western Cape, and we encourage any person that falls victim or knows of an extortion to approach us. They can do so anonymously, and we will follow up the information. We encourage people to come forward because we can only build a strong case against these extortionists and tackle the phenomena holistically if people come forward with statements. And we do realize that there's fear amongst the public that they don't want to report these cases, but we encourage them to make use of our toll-free number.
And have you seen an uptick there? Are you seeing, you speak about fear on one end and perhaps trust issues that community members may have, but are you seeing how effective the toll-free line has become as you get leads from it, or are you still looking to see how much progress can be made as you encourage people to come forward and use it?
Yes, the line is active, and we do get information on a daily basis. since the beginning of this financial year, we've arrested 88 extortionists in the province, besides the 4 of today, and 71 of those are before court. And yes, we are making inroads towards unrooting extortion in this province. But as I said, we can only do so with the assistance of other law enforcement agencies and the public's assistance to come forward with information.
As you make the inroads, do you think, in terms of messaging, what kind of message are you sending to potential extortionists or those who may be thinking about it in your approach and the kind of pace you're operating at?
Well, there's a strong warning for extortionists that we're not going to sit back and allow a group of people to run around and keep an entire community at ransom and prevent them from operating the businesses. Now we're talking about construction, small shops, nightclubs, etc. Extortion has many faces in this province, and we're not going to sit back. We've established an extortion task team. We are meeting with local stakeholders frequently. We've established the toll-free line, and we have detectives working around the clock to unroot this crime in the province.
Very well. Thank you so much for speaking to us this evening. Western Cape Police spokesperson Traut giving us the latest there as 3 suspected extortionists have been shot and killed in Cape Town.